What's going on, y'all? Polo Sports Talking ENT here again with another one. Make sure you hit the like and hit the sub and also comment as well, okay? Look, man, some people are like, tonight is do or die for the Suns, and they under all this pressure. You know, are they going to be able to show up and actually push this uh, push this game six, the pivotal game six, into a game seven? And some people believe that the Phoenix Suns are under the most pressure, which is rightfully understandable. I get it, and this is the reason why, because they're on their home floor. They were up 2-0, and the Bucks have came back, and the momentum has shifted. And as I've said once again, some people might not believe me, but the Milwaukee Bucks, rather, they have the psychological advantage over the Phoenix Suns. Um, they're they're out. Believe it or not, the Phoenix Suns are actually out shooting them in certain categories. Um, even in points in the paint. The last time that they played, Phoenix actually had more points in the paint, and that's unheard of when you're talking about a team like Milwaukee, who relies so much on either the mid range and the penetration, with the exception of a couple of players on that squad. Hold on one second, y'all. That includes that includes Connaughton and a couple of other guys that can hit the three. And Brook Lopez, when he's hitting the three more consistently. But believe it or not, man, some people want to know, who do I have as under the most pressure? Believe it or not, I think both of them are under the same amount of pressure. And the reason is because Milwaukee has that type of pressure on them, because if Phoenix wins, if Phoenix wins tonight, okay, we're talking about we're talking about a game seven. Okay, we are talking about a game seven, and then that's going to be even more added pressure to Milwaukee, that was actually supposed to or had a chance to get it done. Many people have said that there is going to be a game seven. A lot of people. I've talked to a lot of people. Not gonna name the name, but you know who you are. Everybody sees the game seven. Everybody that everybody has said that there's going to be a game seven, a game six, or a game seven. I haven't heard anybody say that there's going to be a sweep. I haven't heard anybody say that that it was going to be just a quick series. Four to excuse me, four to 4-1 or something like that. I haven't heard any of that. I have not heard any of that. The only thing I've been hearing is game six and game seven. I think, me personally, both teams are under the both equally amount of same pressure. Some people might say, okay, well, why would you say that when uh when Phoenix has the lead and all this other stuff? That hey, listen, that I mean, I'm sorry about that. When Milwaukee has the lead and everything, that don't mean nothing. That doesn't mean anything. That does not mean anything. That means absolutely nothing. All that tells me is that it's going to make the team that which that has the back against the wall, which in this case people may see as Phoenix because they're at home. All that's going to do is make them play harder. Listen, I understand that people are saying that the Bucks got Phoenix figured out and uh, you know they haven't been able to adjust to whatever playing style that that's coming out there and everything like that. But listen, this is the thing. This is the thing that the Bucks are doing. The Bucks are making the game sloppy, and that's what I told guys like True, and I also talked to South about this too. I told them that the Bucks are making the game sloppy, and sloppy doesn't mean like ugly type of basketball or any of that. That's not what I mean. What I mean is that they're making it gritty. They're making it uncomfortable. They're making it very difficult for them to get any type of rhythm and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And like back when I was playing, ugly type of basketball would be like um, bumping bumping the cutter. When somebody, when somebody, getting ready to come at you, or pulling the chair, or stuff like that. Just real, ugly, little tricks that are involved, and that goes back to PJ Tucker, how he's able to get under the skin of each and every person that he guards. Look, everybody wants to sit here and just automatically just say, okay, man, it's over, it's over, it's over, it's over. Giannis got one more game, in which I'm guilty of it to a certain degree. I'm still not going to sleep on Phoenix. I've told people that. I'm not going to say it's over until Lizzo sings. Shout out to Lizzo too. I'm not trying to degrade her or nothing like that. She's a beautiful woman and everything. It's just a saying. I'm just joking with you, sweetie. But It's not over until that buzzer rings, man. Until that buzzer sounds. So both of these teams still got a fighting chance. Uh, and this is another thing too. If Milwaukee comes out there and they play relaxed and they play as if though it's already over and everything like that, oh, they're gonna lose. They're gonna lose if they come out there half stepping, which I have a feeling some of the players might because no, I think let me see who's on that team that has actually been in crucial games like that before. I'm trying to think of any of these guys that have ever been in the finals before. I can't name one. I cannot name a guy that has been in the finals before, in the NBA finals before, much less been in a crucial game 6 or game 7 situation. Hey, what's up, Andy K? I see you in the building. You said Bucks are in more pressure due to them due to them closing it out. But hey, you gonna play devil's advocate, huh? The Suns have a shot to win tonight if they want to take this game to Phoenix again. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Annie K, that's why a woman's touch is always needed. What's up, Think Tank? I see you in the building, man. Listen, Annie is straight on point. Uh, my black queen, she knows her basketball. We can't act like, oh yeah, Phoenix under pressure, Phoenix under pressure, da 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 da, and all this other stuff. No, you can't act like either one of these teams are under any more pressure than the other. Listen, if I'm in that situation myself, uh, you got to think about it. The greats that have played this game in game sixes, like Jordan. I bring it back to Jordan because he never went past the game 6. The greats they lived for this right here, and this is actually going to tell on the floor tonight who's truly a great. Now, Phoenix, if you want to talk about individual, you might look at a guy like Chris Paul because people constantly get on him about showing up when expectations are high and all of that. You might look at a guy like Chris Paul. Devin Booker has never been in this situation before. Chris Paul has never been in this situation before. DeAndre Ayton has never been in this situation before. Mikal Bridges has never been in this situation before. Monty Williams has never been in this situation before, with the exception of the USA team. I could go on and on and on. That whole squad, Cameron Payne, all of them guys. And then with Milwaukee, Giannis has never been in this situation before. Drew Holiday never been in this situation before. Middleton damn sure ain't never been in this situation before. Budenholzer only been there. He's only been in a situation with the San Antonio Spurs as an assistant. So how can we sit up here and say that all of these guys know what it's been like? They're under the same amount of goddamn pressure. Both of them. And Eddie K hit it right on the nail. Milwaukee is under a lot of pressure, more than what we think, because they are at home, and Phoenix is a damn good road team. Matter of fact, they got the best road record in the playoffs. We have to understand that. We have to put that. Everybody wants to talk about putting stuff in perspective and in context and everything like that. Yeah, we got to stop overreacting and saying, okay, yeah, this team is under this amount of pressure. No, they're under the same amount of pressure because everybody on that floor ain't never been there before. Name a player on either one of those rosters that have been in a crucial situation like this before, that has been in the finals before. Name them. Besides the coaches, you can't name them. Monty Williams, I mean, to a certain degree, when you talk about the USA team, that's about it. But we talk about the NBA Finals. Coach Budenholzer, he's been in as an assistant with the San Antonio Spurs. That's it. Nobody has been under this amount of pressure on either ends of this team in terms of players. And the other thing that it's going to come down to is heart, will, and fight, man. Them guys got to come out there and they got to fight. They got to listen. Milwaukee, you have to give them an edge because they're, like I said, they're playing sloppy basketball. They're playing like they want it. They're playing like some guys that are angry. Like, sorry about that. You said Polo, the only folks on the actual court that's been there are the refs. The inexperienced is interesting and but amazing to watch. Exactly. Think Tank. Another brilliant observation by Think Tank. I think I want to say shout out to ATL. I think that's where you're from, right? Tank? Shout out to ATL. Listen, I think that's I don't know. This is going to be interesting because both of these squads have never been placed in a situation like this before. ATL shorty, you know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, man, I need to come down there, man, and get one of them damn spaghetti bakes that they be making with that old rich ass food y'all be cooking, man. I be loving it, man, but man, that food be rich than a motherfucker out there, man. But anyway, shout out to ATL, man. Gotta love the cooking down there, man. But look, Think Tank is on point when he says that. None of them teams have ever. I mean, none of the players have ever been there. So they're gonna come out there like, listen, it could be really, really, really great or really, really bad. It can't be in between. They could perform really, really great because they're like, damn, I'm excited. It's gonna be a nervousness type of excitement. It's not gonna be the type of excitement where or the type of nervousness where you're scared or any of that, or it could be, oh snap, I'm fearful of the situation, and come out and really mess up and really blow it. Are there going to be jitters and butterflies and all of that? Absolutely, because like Think Tank said, nobody's ever been there before. Nobody's ever been there before. Everybody, listen, the fans are nervous. The fans are going to be screaming. The fans is going to be angry if you're not doing this, if you're not doing that right. They're ready to have a coming out party. They're ready to let the confetti come down and everything. They got shirts ready, they got hats ready, they got the Larry O'Brien back in that bitch just in case. So what you think type of pressure? Yeah, that's pressure. Because for 48 minutes, man, you gotta come out there, you gotta be performing. And if not, guess what? You gotta go to Phoenix and you gotta deal with the same type of pressure, and it's gonna be even more of a challenge because you on the road. But at the same token, you've done it before, but not in the same situation. We gotta stop acting like both of these teams are under, or one team is under more pressure than the other. No, it's the same amount. It's the same amount. You can't put Giannis up under the more pressure than D Book. You can't put D because as much as I love Giannis, uh, as great as a player and as well as he's been performing throughout, he's never been there as their leader, and neither has D Book. It's not away from his game or any of that, but they've never been in this type of situation before. So who's to say he's not going to be shaking in his shoes? Which I have no doubt that Giannis is going to come out there and really, because the type of player that Giannis is, he rises to the occasion. But still, it's still a different situation. Every game is different. Every game is different. So we got to stop acting like Phoenix is just some pushover. Phoenix is just gonna come in there and they're gonna get blown out and all this other stuff. That's where people's emotions get involved. And then when it doesn't happen, guess what? They're gonna sit up there. They're gonna, you can't be talking about here. Just some regular old coach that can't get it done. That we're talking about a guy who many felt that should have been a coach like that. Listen in my from my observation, every damn game you under pressure. Every game. I don't care if it's a game pressure is pressure no matter what, and it's still gonna bust a pipe. And there's some guys that under pressure it makes a diamond in the rough, and under pressure pretty much there's some guys that fold. Now, also another thing that we got to look at too, that's another elephant in the room, is the role players. Listen, the role players have to show up. The role players at least they have to play at least 90%, man, in order for them to have just even a slight chance of winning. I'm talking about on both ends. On both ends, because when you talk about Phoenix role players, the previous game they really didn't show up, and Aiden is going to have to stay out of foul trouble, and he's going to have to do his best, even though he put up a dub last game, and he was double digit in rebounds. It's still going to come down to him moving out, being able to move with Giannis, because we know that Giannis up and down and lateral wise, vertical and horizontal movement is obsolete. Aiden can get up and down the floor, but lateral wise, keeping up with a guy like Giannis, he's been having trouble. If Budenholzer is gonna continue to stick with the same blueprint that he's been doing, past that game too, which is less low. And also, we got to look at this too. Is Drew Holiday going to have the same type of game that he had the previous game? Is he going to come out? Is he going to come out really hooping and aggressive? Now, Drew Holiday has played pretty good on defense, but people might disagree. They need Drew Holiday's offense. It's just like with Jacob Jennings. I was talking to Jacob Jennings yesterday, and he was making a reference, and he said that the Milwaukee Bucks kind of remind him of the Chicago Bulls in the sense that Giannis Giannis would be your Jordan, Middleton would be your Pippen. I'm trying to think of who else he said. He said like Bobby Portis would be your Horace Grant or your Dennis Rodman, so to speak, or what's the name? B.J. Armstrong would be Drew Holiday or something like that, and so on and so forth. And P.J. Tucker would be your Ron Harper, whatever. Now, we're not going to sit up here and say that they were better than the Bulls or they look just like the Bulls or any of that. But if you look at it, it's kind of the similar formula, because Chicago didn't have they didn't dominate, with the exception of Rodman. I'm talking about in terms of defense wise, they never really had a skillful power forward, if that makes any sense. They didn't have a Barkley or a Malone. They had to go up against a Barkley or Malone. So their interior, in terms of their defense, that's pretty much all they had the edge on was interior defense or whatever. Not so much offense. Your cleanup guys who were gritty and dirty or whatever, that were gonna do everything they could to make it difficult for you. I like this game. I like games like this because it's parity again, and I think that the NBA needs more of this. It's anxious. People are anxious to what's going to see. Like, I don't like knowing who's going to win. I've said that before on this channel. I don't like knowing, like, oh yeah, you know what, man, such and such is going to win. I don't like none of that. And if you do, man, you're really not a sports lover like that. You know what I'm saying? Because we want to see. Oh yeah. Oh well. You know what? You're going. No, I want to see. Even if it is the slightest doubt in the team, at least you'll be like, okay, well, at least I want to see a good game or something like that. In this case right here, if anybody's talking about, oh yeah, it's over. That's the bad. If I'm wrong, I'll come back. I'm man enough to admit on my channel, and I'll say that I was wrong. Ain't no shame in my game, man, at all. I will come back I would say, hey, look, I was wrong. Everybody pretty much, uh, they had called it. It's not really no big deal to me. But what's gonna be a big deal? You say you can't hear me. Okay, hold on one second, man. All right, all right. Press one if you can hear me, Don Lovato. I might be in a bad area, man. Press one if you can hear me in the chat. Okay, you can hear me. All right, but it's like what I was saying. This is what you have to love. This is what it's about. Neither one of these teams have more expectations than the other because Phoenix hadn't been there since the '70s. I mean, since the '90s. Sorry about that. But they were there in '76 or '80 something, something like that. I forget what year it was. It was 70 something, and then 93 or whatever. And then Milwaukee hasn't been to the finals since the '70s. So neither one of these teams have real high expectations like the Lakers or like Boston or like uh, even Golden State in this modern day this era. Uh, even a Houston, even a Chicago Bulls, even Miami. They don't have those type of expectations. Have They don't have a lot of banners. Phoenix don't have no banners hanging. And this is another thing too. Yeah, and yeah, '76. That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. In 1976, they went there in 1976 and '93. Yep. So it's they're under the same amount of pressure. Don't be fooled by people that think that this team is going to be under more pressure than the other. Y'all got to stop it with the nonsense. We all got to stop it with the nonsense, man. That's not even true. And we'll have to see what takes place. I'm I'm gonna see. I'm interested to see what type of adjustment that Monty's gonna make because it's not like they're shooting horrible. They're actually shooting pretty good. They're shooting. A lot of people don't notice uh, from the free throw line. From the free throw line, Phoenix. I think Phoenix was like shooting like 90 something percent. They were shooting 90 something percent, and not only were they shooting 90 something percent, they were beating them in points in the paint. Don Lovato, you said Bucks wrap it up tonight. Hey, that remains to be seen. But don't. Hey, look, Don Lovato. I understand that you're a a Lakers fan and you want to see Phoenix lose so bad, but you know you can't be the product of biasness and you can't be a product of emotion. If that makes any sense. We can't sit here and act like, oh, okay, yeah, Phoenix is just some pushover. They have a lot to prove. I mean, both teams have a lot to prove, and they still got a lot to show for it. Yeah, man, y'all tell me what you think, man. You said what? No, I don't. You want the Suns to win? Oh, okay. Okay. I thought, hey, I didn't know. I didn't know. I was thinking maybe you wanted I was thinking maybe you wanted the Suns to lose. I'm a realist, and the Bucks have their mojo going. Yeah, they had their mojo going. They do. They actually do. But yeah, man, y'all tell me what you think, man. Polo Sports talking ENT, man. I get at y'all, man.